Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When a man truly has deep feelings for a woman, he might not always come out and say it. See, men aren't always built to express emotions the way women are. We've been taught to be tough, to hold it together, to not let our guard down. But that doesn't mean we don't feel deeply. Oh, we do. Sometimes more than we can even understand. So today I want to tell you about the 7 powerful signs that a man secretly has deep feelings for you. When a man secretly has deep feelings for a woman, the first and most powerful sign is that his actions speak louder than his words. You see, a man can say anything he wants. He can tell you he cares, he can talk sweet, he can promise you the world, but none of that matters if his actions don't line up with his words. A man who truly feels something for you will show in the smallest, most consistent ways. He'll make time for you even on the days when his schedule is packed. He'll find a way to check in with you, not because he feels obligated, but because he genuinely wants to know how you're doing. You won't have to chase him or beg for attention because he'll already be there showing up, quietly proving that you matter. That's how men love, through what they do, not always what they say. When a man has deep feelings, he becomes intentional with his behavior. If you tell him something once, he remembers. If you mention a problem, he tries to fix it or at least make it easier for you. You might not even notice all the ways he's supporting you because he does it naturally without needing recognition. That's how men express care, through effort. He might bring you your favorite snack, help you with something stressful, or make sure you get home safe. He might not always use fancy words like, I miss you or I love you, but his actions will speak those feelings louder than any words could. The truth is, a man who's serious about you won't leave you confused. He'll make his intentions clear through his consistency. And let's be real, every woman knows the difference between a man who talks a lot and a man who shows up. One might charm you for a while, but the other will earn your heart for a lifetime. When a man has deep feelings, he becomes reliable. He wants to be your safe place, the person you can depend on when things get rough. He'll be there when you're happy, but more importantly, he'll still be there when you're hurt, tired, or struggling. That's when his true feelings reveal themselves, not in good times, but in the tough ones. He won't disappear when things get uncomfortable. Instead, he'll lean in closer, trying to understand, trying to help, trying to show that your pain matters to him too. Sometimes he'll do all this quietly without making a big deal out of it. Men often show love through service, not speeches. He might drive across town just to see you for a few minutes. He might offer to fix something that's been bothering you. He'll do the little things that make your life smoother, not because he has to, but because he wants to be a part of your world. That's a man whose heart is involved. He might not tell you how much he feels, but if you pay attention, you'll see it. Love doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers through actions, through consistency, through quiet moments that speak volumes. When a man's actions speak for him, that's when you know his heart's already chosen you. When a man secretly has deep feelings for you, one of the clearest signs is that he remembers the little things about you. Now, this may sound simple, but it's powerful because let me tell you something. Men don't remember details unless they truly care. When a man is emotionally invested, his mind locks onto everything that has to do with you. He pays attention to what you say, how you say it, what makes you happy, and even what upsets you. He might remember that you like your coffee with 2 sugars and no cream. He'll recall that story you told about your childhood or the name of your favorite teacher. He'll notice the perfume you wear, the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you love, or how you get quiet when something's bothering you. Those little details become important to him because you are important to him. You see, remembering small things is a form of emotional investment. When a man starts paying attention to your preferences, habits, and moods, he's not just listening, he's connecting. That's his heart doing the remembering, not just his mind. He doesn't take mental notes because he's trying to impress you. He does it because he genuinely values who you are. He's observing you not to judge, but to understand. And that's something rare, because most people only listen to respond. But a man who has deep feelings listens to learn you. He wants to know what makes you smile, what makes you feel safe, what you dream about. He wants to know how to bring peace to your life, and he studies you like his favorite subject. That's why when he surprises you with something small, like your favorite snack after a long day or a playlist of songs you mentioned weeks ago, it hits different. It's not about the gift. It's about the thought. He's saying, I see you, I hear you, I remember you. That's how love speaks when words fall short. He might not confess his feelings out loud, but he's showing you with every small act that you hold a special place in his heart. And it's not just about the good things. He'll also remember the times you were hurt, the things you're sensitive about, or the experiences that shaped you. When he avoids doing something that might trigger an old wound, that's love in motion. He's careful with you because he values your emotional safety. He's not trying to change you. He's trying to understand you. A man who remembers the small details of your life isn't just paying attention. He's emotionally tuned in. He's storing pieces of you inside his world because in his heart, you already belong there. That's why you should never underestimate the man who listens closely, who recalls something you said offhand weeks ago. Because in a world full of distractions, remembering the little things is a form of devotion. It's a quiet confession that says, without a single word, you matter more to me than you think. And that's the kind of love that doesn't need to be announced. It's felt in the smallest, most beautiful ways. When a man secretly has deep feelings for you, one of the strongest signs is how he protects you, even when he doesn't have to. Now, I'm not just talking about physical protection, like stepping in front of danger or defending you in a fight. I'm talking about emotional protection, the kind that comes from his heart. When a man truly cares about you, he naturally becomes your shield. He wants to make sure you're safe, secure, and at peace. He doesn't want to see you struggle or hurt. And even if he can't fix everything, he'll try his best to make things easier for you. That's how you know his feelings run deep. Because protection is love in its purest, most selfless form. A man who loves you will protect your name when you're not around. He won't let anyone speak badly of you or disrespect you. He'll defend you quietly without needing you to know it. He'll make sure people know that you are valued even when you're not in the room. That's pride mixed with love, the kind of pride that says, she's important to me. He'll protect your reputation, your emotions, your spirit, and your time. He won't let you walk into situations that could hurt you. And if he sees someone trying to take advantage of you, he'll step in, not out of control, but out of care. That's the kind of protection that comes from a man whose heart is already attacked. Sometimes protection shows up in the smallest ways. He'll walk you to your car at night, make sure you text him when you get home. or subtly guide you through a crowded place so you don't get bumped or lost. These may seem like simple gestures, but they reveal how deeply he feels. Men are wired to protect what they love, not out of dominance, but instinct. When he starts looking out for your comfort, your safety, your peace, that's him silently saying, I got you. You might not hear it, but you'll feel it in the way he makes you feel safe just by being around him. Even emotionally, he'll protect you. He'll think before he speaks because he doesn't want to say something that hurts you. He'll avoid games and confusion because he respects your feelings. When you're upset, he'll listen instead of arguing. When you're tired, he'll try to bring calm instead of chaos. You'll notice that he won't let anyone disrespect you, not even himself. And if he messes up, he'll take responsibility because he cares about how his actions affect you. That's protection too. Protecting your trust, your heart, your belief in love. See, love isn't just about passion or romance. Real love is about protection, about having someone who stands in your corner no matter what. So when you find a man who looks out for you, who makes you feel safe without controlling you, who watches over your heart without smothering you, that's not coincidence. That's care, that's devotion, that's love hiding behind quiet strength. When a man loves you, his first instinct will always be to protect you, even from the things you don't see coming. When a man secretly has deep feelings for you, one of the most revealing signs is the way he gets jealous but tries to hide it. See, a man who doesn't care won't react to what you do, who you talk to, or where you go. But when a man's heart is involved, even if he's trying to play it cool, that quiet jealousy slips through. It's not about control or insecurity. It's about emotion. He feels something for you so strongly that the idea of losing you or even seeing another man capture your attention shakes him a little. He may not say anything. He might even pretend it doesn't bother him, but you'll see it in his eyes, in his tone, in the way he suddenly grows quiet when another man's name comes up. That's his heart reacting before his mind can stop it. A man who's catching feelings tries to manage that jealousy because he doesn't want to seem weak or possessive. He'll sit there listening as you talk about another guy, smiling on the surface, but his mind is racing, his chest tight. He might change the subject, or he might pull back just a little, not because he's mad at you, but because he's fighting his emotions deep down. He wants to be your first choice. He wants to be the one you think about, the one who makes you laugh, the one who matters most. That quiet struggle between pride and affection is something almost every man faces when he's falling for someone. And it's not just when another man is involved. Jealousy can show up in subtle ways too. When you start getting attention from others, he notices. When you're busy and don't text back, he starts wondering what's taking your time. When you seem distant, his mood shifts. He may not question you out loud, but you can feel the energy change. That's his heart showing. Men are territorial about the things they value, not because they want to own them, but because they fear losing them. When a man has deep feelings, your presence becomes his comfort, and the thought of losing that connection stirs something deep inside. But here's the beauty of it. A man who truly loves you doesn't let jealousy turn into control. He checks himself. He won't accuse, he won't attack, he won't demand. Instead, he'll sit with that feeling, trying to manage it because he respects you. That balance between wanting you and respecting your freedom shows real maturity. It's proof that his emotions aren't just surface level attraction. They rooted in something deeper. His jealousy isn't toxic. It's protective. It's emotional. It's real. So when you notice those small shifts, the way his voice softens, the way he goes quiet when someone else's name comes up, or how he pays extra attention to you afterward, understand that those are not just random reactions. That's a man fighting his own heart, trying to stay calm while his emotions are screaming that he's already invested. That's not weakness. That's love trying to stay humble. When a man gets jealous but controls it, he's showing that his feelings are real, but his respect for you is even greater. When a man secretly has deep feelings for you, one of the most genuine signs is that he prioritizes your happiness. A man can care about many things in his life, his work, his goals, his friends, but when he starts putting your smile at the top of that list, that's when you know you've touched his heart. He begins to see your happiness as an extension of his own. If you're sad, it weighs on him. If you're upset, he can't fully enjoy his day. And when you're laughing, glowing, and full of joy, it fills him with a quiet sense of peace. That's love right there. When your emotions start to matter to him more than his ego. You'll notice he starts doing little things just to see you smile. Maybe he sends you a funny text in the middle of your busy day. Maybe he surprises you with your favorite food when you've had a long week. Maybe he listens carefully when you talk about your goals and does something small to help you reach them. These aren't grand gestures. They're thoughtful ones. They come from a place of genuine care. He's not doing it to get anything in return. He's doing it because your joy feeds his spirit. When a man loves a woman deeply, her happiness becomes his mission. He starts thinking, what can I do to make her day better? And that kind of care can't be fake. Even when you're not in the best mood, he'll try to lift you up. If you're angry, he doesn't fight fire with fire. He looks for a way to calm things down. If you're overwhelmed, he gives you space or support, whichever you need most. That's emotional awareness, a man paying attention not just to what you say, but how you feel. And when a man starts doing that, it means his heart is fully involved. He's not just showing interest, he's showing compassion. That's rare. That's the kind of love that speaks through patience, through understanding, through effort. And sometimes prioritizing your happiness means sacrifice. He might skip hanging out with his friends because you need him. He might stay up late helping you with something, even when he's tired. He might bite his tongue in an argument because your peace means more than being right. Those are the quiet sacrifices that reveal where a man's heart truly lies. He may not announce it, but his actions will show that your well-being matters to him deeply. When a man starts aligning his choices with your comfort, when he considers how things affect you before deciding, that's love in its most sincere form. It's not about being perfect or pretending to be a hero. It's about choosing you every day in small ways. And that's how you know his feelings aren't temporary. Because when a man prioritizes your happiness, he's not just saying he cares, he's proving it. And that proof, shown through effort, consistency, and quiet devotion, is what separates someone who likes you from someone who truly loves you. When a man secretly has deep feelings for you, one of the most powerful signs is when he opens up emotionally, even if it scares him. Men are taught from a young age to be strong, to hold things in, to not show weakness. So when a man begins to lower his walls and let you see the softer, more vulnerable parts of him, That's not just a small gesture. That's a confession of trust. He's showing you a version of himself that he doesn't show the world. When a man starts to share his fears, his dreams, his insecurities, or even his past mistakes, he's saying in his own quiet way, I feel safe with you. That's love in its most genuine form. He might start telling you about things he's never told anyone. The pressure he feels to succeed, the pain of an old heartbreak, or the things that keep him up at night. At first, he might test the waters, giving you small pieces of honesty to see how you handle them. And when you don't judge him, when you listen, when you make him feel understood, he'll start to open up more and more. That's when you'll notice the shift. The jokes get deeper, the conversations get real, and the connection starts to feel like something sacred. Men don't expose their emotions easily, so when he does, it means he's not just interested in you physically, he's connecting to you emotionally and mentally. You'll also see it in the way he talks about his future. If he starts sharing his goals, his plans, or the kind of life he wants to build, and he includes you in those visions, even subtly, that's his heart speaking. He's imagining what it would look like to have you by his side, to build something lasting with you. That kind of openness is never casual. It's a sign that he's already emotionally attached, even if he hasn't said the words out loud yet. Sometimes he'll open up through vulnerability, not words. You might catch him in a quiet moment where he lets his guard down. Maybe he looks at you a little longer than usual, or his voice softens when he talks to you. Maybe he lets you see him when he's tired or stressed, something men rarely show anyone. That's emotional openness too. He's letting you into his real life, not just the polished version he shows to everyone else. A man who truly has deep feelings for you will trust you with his emotions because he wants you to know who he really is. And when he does, he's no longer just trying to impress you, he's trying to connect. That's the difference between attraction and affection. Attraction wants to be seen, affection wants to be understood. So when a man opens his heart